Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater is pretty prophetic here. I mean, you're dealing with which programs can you curtail. When I wanted to get some information on this, I went to one of my daughters who's faced with these issues daily. She's recently a single mother, and she sort of categorized for me the alternatives. There are wonderful alternatives like McKee Medical Center, which is employer-based. There's the Head Start program through Title I, and it has its function for the very low income. There's parent co-ops, which I highly recommend, and that's usually where parents give up their time, oftentimes mothers who are not employed in the workforce, and volunteer there, and they have need-based, and they're often faith-based as well. And then, of course, there's private home care. I think it is so important, as Karen pointed out, that these women be able to have an ability to have their job, and the single mothers are the ones impacted, of course, the most, and be able to have flexible. And I think that's one of the things my daughter indicated to me. She said, "Dad, so many of these, you have to have a 5-day commitment. And there's no flexibility in your time, and there's such a need for that." Colorado has a wonderful CSAP program, Colorado Child Assistance Program. That is not one of the babies that I would ever throw out. I just think it's a fundamental program for very low-income folks, and it enables these women to gain a good income, pay taxes, if you will, support the government, support the system, and have their child care. I would point out, when Kevin keeps pointing out the public sector, please remember that that sector in his graph has remained pretty constant. It hasn't gone up that much. Certainly the private sector has been devastated, but every single job in that public sector, whether it's a CSU custodian or a state penitentiary official, pays taxes, and they give back to the system. Folks, in case you didn't know, government costs money. We live in a collective society, and it costs to provide for our institutions, our infrastructure, and those things that we dearly need in this community.
Representative Gilbert.